I am Nicole, and I will be making videos about all kinds of content, mostly digital creation and writing, and how you can do all of the things and be creative. So I have not posted in about 2 weeks. I'm still a newbie creator, so bear with me as I get my feet under me. But today I'm going to be talking about Medium, which I have pulled up here, because I got a comment and somebody asked me to write more or to talk more about how to write effectively on Medium, which made me super excited. So thank you for commenting, and here we go. There's no fancy effects. It's just me, and you're going to watch my face as we do this. So I might move my face around just a little bit as needed, so excuse me if I randomly look at my face. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to look at you, but I'm new, so here we go. And as always, feel free to ask me questions in the comment, like this video, and subscribe. Not really sure what I'm supposed to say, but let's get into it. Let's talk about Medium. So writing effectively on Medium, I think it depends on what your goals are, which is what a lot of people say. So here is just the home page. This is what Medium looks like. And it's going to look probably different depending on who you are and what you're interested in. So I'm just going to show you, I read a lot about people who make money on Medium. So maybe it's a good thing to ask this question because I think about it a lot. I also like to look at different things about universities, entrepreneurship, tech, I guess. Some interesting things: usability experience, usability interfaces, creativity, writing. So a lot of what I read on Medium is about writing, which I think is a really useful thing to know, because I think that if you're just getting started on writing or just getting started writing on Medium, one of the easiest things to do is to write about Medium. And I was going to see if I could show you here, but reading list maybe. Oh, so these show some of my different saved stories, and I'm looking at a lot of different publications. So this could be useful for a future video. If you're interested, I will talk about publications soon. So stick around, follow me. Okay, so effective writing on Medium is going to depend on your goals. Effective writing depends on whether you're writing to make money, which is not a thing to be ashamed of. I'd love to make money as a blogger. I think that'd be a great thing. Or if you're writing to get out of your comfort zone, which is kind of where I started, is that I'm interested in trying to publish my work more and to get connected with a community of writers. Maybe you like to share your poetry. So depending on what success looks like for you, it's going to kind of change how we think about what effective writing is on Medium. There's a lot of poetry on Medium, but from what I've read, that poetry typically doesn't actually make those writers any money. So for the most part, those are poets who just really enjoy talking and reading and writing about poetry. This one's pretty cool. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you already know how the platform works, that there are claps, that there are publications, that you can write for publications, and curation, which is probably one of the biggest markers of effective writing if you're trying to write for money on Medium. So this is interesting. In Texas, there is nothing but Texas. Fascinating. So, okay. So, yeah, I like that. That's really interesting. So now you're just watching me read, so sorry about that. We'll follow this guy. I like this guy. He's interested. And if you're interested in following different people, I think that's a great way to help grow your own audience. So if you're already writing on Medium and you're just feeling like your stories aren't getting noticed, interact on the platform is one of the hugest things that you can do. But when we come to talk about actually successful or effective writing, I've got some tips for you. So tip number 1 is to have a clear title, and that title should definitely be grammatically correct, and it should be about what you're going to talk about. Medium allows for subtitles. These are kind of like little teasers. So let's open up a new tab. We'll go also back to Medium, and we'll find a current publication to talk about. So I'm kind of interested in this one called Marker, but let's try Forge. I don't know that I've looked at them very often. So Forge is a publication by Medium. We know because it says by Medium, and they're talking about all kinds of things. Oh, it looks like today we're talking about public speaking, how to be an effective boss. Video chat is the new public speaking. Well, this sounds interesting, but you get to control the lighting. Yes. This is my window. That's my lighting. So, that's interesting. Okay, so here we have a regular title. Obviously, you expect that we're going to be talking about video chat and about public speaking. This right here is a subtitle, and this is called a kicker. And apparently it's linked. That's pretty cool. What happens when I click on that? Looks like it takes us to a whole series. That's great. So, if you're interested in more public speaking, there it is. So, it's okay to suck at public speaking. We'll just click on another one. And we'll look again at some of these things. So, what makes for effective writing is that you're looking at basically 3 principles. Genre, audience, and purpose. So how are you writing? What is it going to look like? Is it going to be a poem, or is it going to be kind of a blog / news story? That's your genre. Your audience is who are you writing for? It's never anybody. It's never everybody. So you need to think about who you're writing for and why they're interested in what you have to say. And purpose is why are you writing? What are you hoping to get out of it? If part of what your purpose is to help create and grow an audience so that you can get paid for your writing, that's okay, as long as you're aware of what your purpose is. Here, the purpose could be something like how to help people become better at public speaking. So here it is. Medium allows for really cool functions, formatting inside of articles. You can bold, you can put links, you can do drop cases, things like that. So here we go. So have a clear title, use a subtitle as a teaser. To actually turn this into a subtitle, you have to hit the little t, and so now it'll say title and subtitle. And this is an optional kicker. So here's what these do. You have to hit enter up here. We'll just kind of copy and paste this up here. Choop, choop, choop. Little t again, and it'll turn it into a kicker. So I always think that's kind of cool. It looks really nice. It looks really professional. The kicker really is kind of if you're going to be going into a series, and a lot of publications don't want you to use them because they would rather for your pieces to be standalone. So for now, we'll just take this out. So have a clear title, use a subtitle as a teaser. I like to have an intro paragraph with a hook. We kind of learn this, in elementary, middle school, depending. The hook is just something that you're not going to try to say, for centuries, we've traveled the world, and now we're going to talk about guacamole. Like, that just goes, way too big to way too small. So it's kind of starting with a really clear introduction to what you're talking about, but something kind of fun is really important. And so, my computer's going to restart. So let's do this later. Try in an hour. Okay, so that for me is really interesting, and it can only be about one sentence or so. One other piece in here that's really good to have are pictures. So if you know what you're looking for, I mean, here I am writing about writing. It's my goal to get away from this, but aren't those lovely? Okay. Oh, you know what we could do? We could look for a hook. So this search function searches straight onto Unsplash, which is one of my favorite places to look for photos. That's interesting. Reproductive health supplies. Goggles must be worn. Yeah, okay. So this usually looks best if it's kind of right up here. There you go. What's really nice about using the feature directly on Medium is that they'll automatically caption it for you, where if you go to Unsplash, you would have to copy and paste the caption. If you're writing for publications or even curation, it's really best practice, almost required to make sure that you use the caption to give credit. One thing that I would think about is using photos that others do not use. So kind of read around in whatever topic it is that you're thinking about writing about and try to keep an eye out for photos. Some publications like lots of photos, and some prefer that you don't have lots, that you actually just have one, otherwise they're distracting. So let's actually write an article. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about how to get over fear of writing. So I'm going to take this kind of okay title. I'm going to put it into Get Over Your Fear of Writing. I'm going to put it into a Google search. So overcome is better. Let's see. Down here, what is the fear of writing called? Fear of writing phobia. How to overcome your fear of writing badly. How to overcome your writing fears. So I think I'm just going to change this. Something simple. How to overcome your fear of public writing, because we're talking about public speech, right? Advice more than looking for advice beyond just do it. We've got try this on for size. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of speed my way through writing an article real quick, and then we'll see where I'm at and we'll talk. Okay, let's see if I know how to unpause. Oh, here it is.